Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-July 2021 Tarot and Astrology reading. Aries, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for regular updates. Aries, your July reading has been delayed. I don't know how much you know about the astrology, but I'm a double fixed and the first week, especially after eclipse season, has been incredibly hectic for me. So a lot of the readings did get delayed. Some have been missed. So we've moved into the mid-monthlies for you. Hopefully the astrology overviews and the new moon and Cancer videos have given you enough astrology info to keep you to tide you over until this mid-monthly tarot and astrology check-in. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I will be taking bookings up until the very end of July, and then I'll be on a hiatus for any personal work for the first part or potentially all of August. So I will still be continuing readings. If you want to book in before then, you can still get space in July if you want to book a July reading. So Aries, let's have a little look at your tarot and see what's coming up for you. Now, the full moon that's coming up is the first of two, meaning that we're leading to an August blue moon. Okay, and now that's going to be really exciting. I want you to bear that in mind. The end of August is going to be very exciting astrologically for you, especially because this is actually happening in your wish fulfillment sector. Okay, so keep that in the front of your mind. The full moon that's coming up around the 22nd, 23rd of July in Aquarius for you, Aries, is actually going to be quite a transformative one. There will be themes come up around this full moon that bleed into August. And then there will be some unexpected breakthroughs, lucky energy coming up in the same area. So whatever's coming up for you around this time, pay attention to it. For a lot of you, I have to say, do listen to the themes and potentials that come up around this time. Say chance encounters, especially in terms of networking, friendships, the groups that you belong to, and your internet activity. If you're into social media or the internet, you could be into intellectual work online. Anything that involves those kind of themes for you, Aries, or your long-term goals. There could be chance encounters, there could be opportunities over the next couple of months for you to get towards your goals. Page of Swords, communications. There could be communications for you. Messages coming in for you. Emails. Text messages, phone calls. There could be somebody that really wants your attention. Now, I love the fact that the Page of Swords has red boots because I feel like he is hot on his feet for whatever comes up. He's ready to go. He has a sword ready. He's ready for opportunities, and so should you be, especially if they're to do with your long-term goals. Or even for some of you, if you're looking for friendships. And for some of you, commitments with the Hierophant card here, Aries, okay? So in terms of this month, one thing that is coming up for a lot of you is love and romance. There has been that positive. In fact, I'm actually filming this under the Venus-Mars conjunction in your 5th house of true love, passion, romance, creativity. With the Hierophant card here, for some of you, this could be, in terms of love, there could be committing to somebody. There could be attending a wedding for someone in your family. Someone in your family could be engaged. You could be engaged. There could be something in your life that you're really seeing long term with this Hierophant card, because it's usually got a long term energy. It's also about our structures of faith and what we believe in. So in terms of the astrology, I suppose with the Leo energy in the 5th house, maybe you're having a lot of fun with the idea of spirituality and having a lot of fun with the idea of faith, because we're just out of the eclipse season where there were eclipses, especially the South Node going through your sector of faith. And that can be quite shaky for you. It could be a shaky topic, faith and believing in something. But now that we're moving out of the eclipse season with the 6 of Swords, you're actually moving into a much calmer time where your faith may be restored. So if you've had shakeups in terms of religion, in terms of your beliefs, Aries, there's actually going to be a feeling of faith coming back, because I think a lot of Aries, they have had shakeups in terms of their religious beliefs thanks to these eclipses over the last year or so. I know that there was another tarot reader online, I think she was called She Bear, but I remember hearing that she was an Aries and had completely moved away from, tarot and astrology to Christianity. So it's just something like that can happen with eclipses. I think that's quite a good example for you in terms of moving away from that energy. Things are kind of settling there, as it were. So with whatever it is that you believe in. It might also be for some of you, you're finishing a period of education. That's something I have to say. So, Aries, King of Pentacles. This is lovely. So money is good. Oh, money is very good in the second half of July. Judgment, nice. 6 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups. Hey, this is nice. What a lovely spread. I like this a lot. Let me just fix it up for you. Because we have Venus and Mars going into Virgo, and I want to make sure everything's quite neat. In fact, Aries, one of the things that's kind of coming up for you in the astrology is that the Virgo placements are going to be really good for your work. Okay, they're actually going to be really good for your health as well, and I want to tell you why. We're heading towards August. There's going to be a lot of positive surprises in terms of your work life, your day-to-day schedule, and your health. So there's going to be beautiful energy happening there, and it's linked to your money. So what I'm seeing for a lot of you is a wonderful opportunity that seemingly for some of you comes out of the blue. Now, I want to put a disclaimer on this. I do think for a lot of you this could be leading into August. I'm already seeing a lot of the astrological components of August appearing in your cards, but really, Aries, there's a huge reason to celebrate, provided it's not to do with your past. That's just something that's coming up here. The 6 of Cups, August will take a lot of attention away from the family matters. I should have mentioned in this reading that for at least a week in the second half of August, we're still in Cancer season, and we have family matters and home matters. There's not necessarily, there's kind of a put that on the back burner energy going in to, and I don't mean neglect it, that's very different, but not making it the main focal feature. Do you know what I mean? With the 6 of Cups, there's a warning here. Don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. Don't go chasing after something that didn't work again. Don't repeat the same mistakes. You have a really wonderful opportunity here to step up to something new. I do think for a lot of you, it's in terms of your career, your passion, your destiny. Maybe for some of you, you're realizing with that Judgment card what it is that you want to do professionally. And so you're now putting those plans into motion. Have to tell you, end of July, August, fantastic time for you to make plans, make progress, direct your energy to things that can gain momentum. Don't focus on the things that stalled, because the second half of July has a lot of potential for you to really work some things through. I also think for some of you, in terms of your friendships, there could be some big news in terms of a friend in your life. So I don't know, it could be that a friend of yours is reaching a milestone that you get to celebrate with them. For some of you, it's weddings. For some of you, it's engagements, that type of thing. It looks basically, I have to say, Aries, I'm sorry to just make this really obvious, but your cards are very obvious. Around the full moon in Aquarius, there's something to celebrate for you. It's wish fulfillment. It's a celebration of groups, teamworks. It's group success. It's a milestone. For some of you, it's a big decision you're embarking on here with the Judgment card that's really quite big for you. Underneath is the Queen of Wands, meaning that you're very, very, very in your power, I have to say. You're feeling very good about your... That card just keeps popping up. We'll see what that is in a second. You're very powerful. For a lot of you as well, you might notice when good luck is about to appear to you, you see a black cat. Do you see this black cat here? Can sometimes be an omen of good things. Sunflowers are also an omen of good things. Perhaps you're buying sunflowers, or someone's giving you sunflowers, or you're giving somebody else sunflowers. I have to say, the Queen of Wands reminds me quite a bit in this card of Cersei Lannister. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Game of Thrones. I think quite a lot of people are probably familiar with Game of Thrones. Basically, it was filmed in large quantities where I was from, and I only recently got around to seeing it, but there was a lot of information in it that I felt was somewhat astrological. And it because she's come up quite like Cersei with the 6 of Cups here, I think there's a need to sidestep family drama, if there is any, to not put the flames, fan the flames, so to speak, to step away from it, to step outside of it. I do think some of you could have a family member that may be quite volatile at some point because of the oppositions between Mercury and Pluto, Mercury in Cancer, and Pluto in the 10th house for you. There could be some push and pull between work and career, or there could be power struggles with a family member. So just be mindful of that. Obviously, it won't be as extreme as the Lannisters, but that's just something to bear in mind in the background. I do think for a lot of you, there's a new job, a promotion, there is a goal being met. For some of you, there's a pay rise. For some of you, there is an exciting opportunity. For some of you, with that Three of Cups, there's holidaying, there's celebrating, joyous occasions, momentum being brought about on projects and things like this. With Judgment being in your favour, I do think there's something quite huge. And it's funny because the full moon in Aquarius around the 23rd of July is actually going to be loosely conjunct Pluto. Now, Pluto is still in Capricorn, but it's in the later degrees of Capricorn, and the full moon's in the first degree of Aquarius, which is why there's a conjunction there. So I do think the full moon could have a joyous occasion for you that is built on transforming your life. And this theme is going to go over the next couple of months. So there's really good news on the horizon for you, Aries. This could be to do with your career for sure, because we have the King of Swords here, which is an air sign as well. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy is represented, but it's most likely to do with celebrating your career success, your newfound prestige, or feeling very sure of yourself, maybe getting your confidence back in a matter, especially in terms of work, and also in terms of love with that Knight of Cups there as well. So for a lot of you, there could be engagement, promotions, basically good news. I really like the Three of Cups. It's always a fun card. But for a lot of you, I do think with that King of Swords, this is going to sound so strange, when something really good happens to you in mid-July, towards August, even if you're kind of stressed, make sure to show that you're happy. Because the King of Swords can be someone who's very stern and seems disinterested. So if you're offered, if you're asked out by somebody you like, or you're offered a new job, there can be with that King of Swords this sternness, like this, okay. And it's reminding you, Aries, to celebrate the things that make you happy or bring you joy. Don't get ahead of yourself down the road and think, well, what if this, what if this, what if this? Enjoy it in the moment, celebrate it, because you will look back on it with favour. It's important that you celebrate it in the moment so that you're actually having fun, because we're leading into Leo season, which is a time where you are going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of joy, a lot of passion, a lot of happiness. So that being said, I'm going to hop into the extended. It's linked below. You can get it on Vimeo, and I will see you there. We go into the different zodiac signs you could be dealing with and overall clarify, get a more in-depth tarot reading with more in-depth astrology too. So I will see you there, Aries. Have a beautiful mid-July, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.